Hey guys, so today I am finally back filming a video. I apologize for the delay in videos. I was super busy with the holidays and family and friend get-togethers and it was so much fun, and then I got really sick with the flu and it was just kind of down and out for the count, and so now I'm finally feeling better and getting things back on track and getting everything all caught up, and I have finally gathered my favorites to do my favorites of 2012, which is what this video is, and I have those for you today, so I'm really excited. I put a lot of thought into it and just really kind of thought of like all the products that I've really loved this year. Some of them I've had for the whole year, some of them I've had for less than that, and they're just really kind of my standout go-to products that when I'm getting ready, be it for just every day, for work, or for going out, these are kind of my staple things that I always reach for. So I have makeup products, I have skincare products, I have one hair care product, and then I have two fragrance products and some nail polish to talk to you guys about today. So I'm going to jump right in and get started because I have a lot to talk about, and because this is a favorites video, I just want to kind of talk about these in terms of my favorites and just that I like them, and I'll try to tell you a little bit about them quick, but I don't want to spend too much time giving you my review on it because otherwise it's going to be a super long video. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so the first things I have are for skincare. So I'm kind of trying to go like, if I'm in the bathroom getting ready, this is kind of how my routine works. So I have skincare for you. And these three products are all results of samples that I got in various orders or going to the store and kind of getting some beauty samples. And the first one I have is an eye cream, and it's called It's Potent, and it is a Benefit eye cream. And I got a sample of this from Sephora about a month ago, and I used it and I absolutely love it. It is for getting rid of dark circles under your eyes. It's a very thick cream. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but I find that for most good eye creams, you're going to have to pay a good price to get it to work. So very great. I have semi-sensitive to normal skin, and I have not had a problem with this, so I highly recommend it. Definitely go check it out. The other product that I really am in love with is the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty, and this I use on my face. This tube right here was $12, and I ordered this from Amazon, although the sample I had was from Sephora. And this just, it's thicker cream, but it's not greasy and it's not too thick and heavy. But I've been putting it on my skin because I've been getting dry patches like right in here, and it's nothing else has fixed it like this, and it's just amazing. It's a thick, good cream. I only put it on at night. I don't use this during the day. And when I put it on, it just soaks right into the skin. It has no smell. And this was created for like if you've had a surgical procedure done on your face, if you have extremely sensitive skin, those types of things. This you can use all over your body, but I put it on my face because that's where it was dry and that's what I was wanting help with. So I tried that, and then while I was purchasing that, I noticed that they had these facial radiance pads, and they're just, they kind of remind me of like the Oxy 10 or whatever, like the anti-acne pads that I used to use in high school. That's not what these are. These are actually kind of like an exfoliating facial, and these are really, really amazing. Again, I only use these at night. They don't really smell like anything, and I just kind of, after I've washed my face, I take this and use it like a toner and just go all over my face with the pad and just toss it out. They're really great. You get 60 pads in here. I'm going to have to speed this up if we're going to get through all this stuff. Wow. Okay. So that's skincare. So let me talk about hair care really quick. And I only have one product, and this is my Moroccan oil. I started using this about a year ago. A friend of mine who used to do hair recommended this to me when I cut my hair, and I was just looking for something kind of quick and easy, and she said you absolutely need this for shine and frizz control. And I'm telling you guys, this is the most amazing hair product I have ever tried. I know it's been on the market for a while, and a lot of people tried it and loved it, and they've moved on to other things, but this is still my #1 favorite go-to hair oil that I put on. So after I wash my hair, I put this on, and then I blow dry it and style it as normal, and typically the only additional styling product I add is hairspray. So I really, really love this. If you've never ever tried it, it is spendy. This bottle is probably about $40, and it is 3.4 ounces. But this one of these bottles lasted me over a year, and I just recently repurchased this. So it'll last you forever, and it is well worth the price. Fragrance, I have two fragrances for you. The first one I have is Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift. I love this. I know a lot of people have talked about it. I also have the Enchanted Wonderstruck, the red bottle. I love that as well, but I haven't had it long enough to really consider it a go-to favorite fragrance that I would want to include in this video. So love this. Try it if you haven't tried it. The other fragrance favorite I have is again result of a sample, and it is by Victor and Rolf, and it is Flower Bomb. This is just a roller, like a roll-on. I can't get the top off right now, but it's just a roll-on fragrance. It was much, much cheaper than buying the full-size bottle, and I feel like this will last me a long time because I'm not someone who wears the same fragrance every single day. I generally try to change it out so I can get a little bit of variety going. Definitely, definitely love that. Nail polish favorites. I only picked two because these are the ones I probably wore the most all year long, starting in about February of last year until probably like a week ago. I still wear these colors. And they're both by Sally Hansen Extreme Wear, and I have them in mint sorbet and coral reef. I love these. They're like, this one is like a really bright, peachy, almost neon peach. I know it's coming out a little bit faded in the camera, but this is a really gorgeous color, and the mint sorbet is just a classic minty color. Love both of these, and they're super cheap at like Target, so that's really great. All right, moving on to face products. This one you probably haven't heard me talk about a whole lot, but this is something I've had for about 2 months now, and I absolutely love it. I can tell a huge difference in my face when I use it versus when I don't, and it is the Fix and Perfect Pro by Rimmel London, and this is just a primer that I wear every day underneath my foundation. My favorite foundation of the year has to be without a doubt my Revlon Color Stay. I have used this on and off since high school, which has been far longer than I care to admit on camera, and I absolutely love this. I keep going back to it over and over again, and the shade that I have is shade 150 Buff, and I'm extremely pale, and I know it looks a little bit like it wouldn't match me, but when I put it on and blend it in, it's amazing. So love that. And then concealers, I have two. I have my whole stash of products over here, so I just keep like digging around. I have two concealers, and the first one I have is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I love this for under the eyes. I love the applicator, which is the spongy tip. It blends right in. It doesn't crease. I just really like it, and it really, really does cover the dark circles that I'm trying to cover up, so I think that that's really great. Then for other general all over my face concealing, I really love the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette. This is from Target. It's got 3 different shades of concealer and then a little setting powder here in the corner. Super great to mix and match. Setting powder, I absolutely love the Mark Set Things Right loose powder. I've talked about this just briefly probably. I don't know if I've talked about it on this channel, but on my Mark channel I've definitely talked about it. I've only had this for a month, and this is the only loose setting powder I will ever buy again, I think, because it's so amazing. Like, unless I get some like mind-blowing sample somewhere, this is it for me. And it comes in like 4 colors, and I have it in light. Love it. And I can't talk about my face without talking about some face brushes. So piggybacking off the loose powder, I use my e.l.f. Kabuki brush to kind of dip that in the cap and then buff all the powder all over my face. This was like $3, maybe $6. I don't know, and it's amazing. I love this brush. The next face brush that I want to talk about really quickly is the Real Techniques brush by Samantha Chapman, and I think, what does it say? It's a buffing brush. I use this brush to put on my foundation, and it's just so great to just buff my foundation out all over my face, and I buff it across my eyelids as well, and I just really like this. I've never had a brush like this for applying foundation, and I would be lost without this. I love this. I've used it for about 3 months now, and I think it's fantastic. Another face brush that I really, really love is the Bronzing Brush. I can't talk today. Bronzing Brush by Sephora. I use this to apply a couple of the products I'm going to talk to you about in just a second, but for applying like kind of an all-over highlighter or bronzer to your face, this brush is amazing. I love it. And the last brush I want to talk to you about is an eyeshadow brush. It's by Mark, and it's just their general eyeshadow brush. It's kind of got a like pointy, it kind of comes there, but when I'm doing a smoky eye especially, or even just a lighter look, I really like to use this to kind of get that outer corner of my eye, and it's amazing. And in my other Mark video where I did the best of Mark for 2012, this eye brush made that list as well, and I said in that video, and I'll say it again, if I don't have this brush, I don't think I could do my eye makeup. It's that much of an essential brush in my life, so just FYI. Alright, and continuing on with face products, I have kind of an all-over blush and highlighter, talk about a bronzer, and then a luminizer. I don't know what this is. But the first bronzer I want to talk about is my Hoola bronzer. I got this in summer with a Benefit kind of like It was like one of those kits that they always have that you can try like 10 of their products for super cheap, which I love because I get to try a lot of things that I end up really liking, and then if I don't like a couple things, I don't feel so bad. But I've used this every single day since summer, you guys, and I mean, look at that. You don't need a ton. I love contouring with this. It's amazing. I am super pale, and even in the summer when I get tan, I don't really get that tan. So, um, this is just a really great overall bronzer, and because it's matte, it makes an amazing contour as well. The next kind of bronzer, illuminizer, brightening bronzer I have to talk about is the Too Faced Pink Leopard bronzer. I got this from Ulta way back like over a year ago, in spring probably, or I don't know, maybe almost exactly a year ago. Whatever. Got it at Ulta. I don't know that this is full size, but it's amazing. And it is leopard print and pink. And I just take my brush and swirl it around there. And I actually just use it as blush because when you swirl the colors together, it's actually really beautiful. So I really, really like that. And my final overall kind of go-to everyday blush and illuminating highlighter, I keep calling it a luminizer, and I don't even know if that's a real word for this, is my MARC Touch and Glow Shimmer Cubes. I've talked about these a ton. We have a new, this is the original shades, and we have a new one coming out next month. I have mine already because I'm a rep, but for customers it'll be out next month, and it's called Touch and Glow Shimmer Cubes, and they're in the warm shades. Beautiful, like kind of a bronzy glow, be great for summer. Awesome. Um, Next products. Moving on, I want to talk to you about my eyes. This was probably the hardest category for me to narrow down products in because I am such an eyeshadow, eye makeup junkie. Every time there's an eye palette out that comes out at the drugstore, or even the ones that I have to save my money for to get from Sephora, like the Urban Decay ones, I can't get enough eye makeup. I don't know why. Like when I look through my makeup stash, there's so much eye makeup. It's just crazy. The first thing I have that I absolutely love, and I just tried for the first time earlier this year, is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have a full size of this, but this is actually kind of a trial size that came with one of my Naked palettes. I don't remember if it was Naked 1 or Naked 2, but I'm still using it because you don't need very much, and it really does, your shadow lasts like nobody's business. I usually am up by 4:30 in the morning putting makeup on, and by 9 o'clock at night that makeup still looks good. So this stuff works. Love it. Definitely worth the price because it will last you for flippin' ever. This summer, and what I'm actually wearing today, has been a go-to for me in the morning when I'm in a hurry and I just want like kind of a quick no-brainer eye look. I always reach for my MAC Paint Pot in Bare Study. It's just a very, very, very kind of, for me, almost skin tone color that just kind of, you put it on, it gives a great kind of finished look to your eye and kind of just makes everything the same color and just looks really kind of fresh and clean, and you slap that on, put some liquid eyeliner and mascara on, and you're out the door, boom, and it looks amazing. Very, very much one of my favorites. And of course, I could not talk about eye products without mentioning my beloved Naked 2 palette. I have the Naked 1 and the Naked 2, but this by far is my fave. I love this for creating a smoky eye. I know people have said the Naked 2 palette is a little bit more cool toned than the Naked 1, and I wear mostly cool tones. That's what tends to look better on me, so I think that might be why I love this so much. But I love the brushes, I love the colors. This is always kind of my grab it and go kind of palette. But the one palette that I love even more than the Naked palette is the Urban Decay Smoked palette. I use this 5 out of 7 days a week, probably, on an average week. I love this. I love the matte, what is it, 3 matte shades, 4 matte shades that you get on top, and then the kind of bolder, like jewel tones and like smoky browns and taupes that are on the bottom. I think it is amazing. I use this to create kind of, I mean, I could use this one color up here in Kinky and put that on my eyelid and do the same look that I have today. And I also have used this to smoke my eyes out like you would not even believe, and they look amazing. I love this palette. Love it. All right, moving right along to eyeliner. Probably hands down my favorite eyeliner this year has been the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On Pencil in Perversion. This is almost done. I've had it since April, and I love this. I can put this on in the morning. It will not smudge. It will not budge. It is there all day long. It's amazing on your waterline. It is like the blackest of black eyeliners, and I love it. Like, I was totally blown away by this when I got it in my Ipsy bag back in April, and then when I got my smoked Urban Decay palette, there's a full-size one in there that I haven't even touched yet because I'm still using this, and I love it. Even in the summer when it's sweaty and gross outside, still there. Love this to pieces. Eyebrows. This is probably my favorite eyebrow product ever, and this is the Maybelline Master Shape by Eye Studio in soft brown, and is a dual-ended pencil on one end, what am I saying? Spoolie brush on the other one, and you just kind of pencil it in and then comb it out and you're good to go. And then to sort of set that, I use the Mark Brow Factor Clear Eyebrow Gel. Love this. It's not goopy or sticky or anything, but it just does a really nice job on setting your lashes. And so for favorite mascara, this was a super hard category for me because I probably had 4 or 5 mascaras that I wanted to mention, but I really had to narrow it down. You all heard me talk about the L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lashes in the gold tube. If you haven't heard me talk about that, go check out my favorites videos from the summer because it's in probably every one of those since like March through August. And however, there's been some new mascaras that I've tried in the last probably 3 months that I really, really like, and I wanted to give them a shout out in here in terms of kind of the best mascaras. So even though I don't have a L'Oreal one to show you, that definitely makes my list, but the second runner-up is, and this is new because I just ordered this and it just came in, the Sephora Outrageous Volume Mascara. This mascara makes my eyelashes look like I am wearing false eyelashes, just like the L'Oreal one, and it's amazing. The brush is kind of funky, and it's kind of a more wet formula mascara. So if you get a sample of this or you get the opportunity to purchase this and you look at the brush and you're going, whoa, just try it a few times, because it took me probably 4 times before I finally figured it out and had it going. It's amazing. The next product I want to talk about to you really quickly is the, and this is a deluxe sample size, and this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is also amazing. It's about the same price as the Sephora one. It's clearly more expensive than the L'Oreal one, but not by much. I think this is like $15. It's amazing. I also love the look of this. And then I've really been liking this in combination with the lash primer from Tarte as well. Again, these are smaller sizes. These were in my lash stash from Sephora that I got for Christmas. So these are not full size, but these are amazing. And you can use this lash primer with any mascara that you're using, but I've just been typically using it in conjunction with the Tarte mascara. All right, we're almost done. Good news. All right, the last thing I have for you guys is my lip products of 2012, and I have to say this was all about the bold lip for me this year. I'm usually a very like smoky eye and nude lip kind of girl, but last year I decided I was going to master the red lip, or at least master my version of the red lip, and kind of branch out of my smoky eye nude lip kind of rut that I was in. And so I have all of my lip products are darker red tones or berry tones to talk about, but the first thing I want to talk about is my Fresh Sugar Lip Balm in Plum. This is really deep and dark and berry and plummy looking, but when you put it on, it's a much more sheer version of this. I talked about this in several videos before. I absolutely love this. I love the smell, I love how it moisturizes my lips, and I love the color that it gives. And probably the lipstick that started it off, or lip butter, I should say, is the Revlon lip butter in Red Velvet. I absolutely love this. I've used it a ton. As you can see, it's way down there, and it's totally flat now. But I'm wearing this shade right now on my lips, and it's just a really great kind of brick red color that's much, much more wearable than say a Gwen Stefani bright red lip. This works for the office, this works for going out, it works for just hanging out on the weekends. It's a really, really great red lip color, and I really, really like this one. The next one that I have that I probably wore almost every day in the early spring and summer is the Mark Lip Click, and this is one of our sheer ones that were limited for summer in the shade Glamour. This is kind of a reddish pinky color that goes on somewhat sheer, but this one does have a little bit more pigment to it than some of the other ones. Love that. Then I really love my Mark Make It Rich Lip Crayon in Royale, and this is a really deep kind of oxblood berry red lip crayon. Love this. This looks amazing. It is very, very dramatic. So if you are not one that typically wears a darker lip, I would ease yourself into that because it is pretty dramatic going from nude lips to this, but it's beautiful. I love this, and I think this would look great on from the fairest of skin tones to the deepest of skin tones, and will vary in degree of dramatic depending on what you've got going on in the rest of your face, but I love this. Love it. And my last but certainly not least is one of my very most favorite lipsticks that I've loved since high school, probably around the same time that I started using the Revlon Color Stay, again, a long time ago. And this is the Revlon lipstick and this is a Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick, and this is in the shade Black Cherry. Now, I know I said that that pencil was really dramatic and not for the faint of heart, but this is no joke. No joke. If you do not like dark colored lipstick, you might have to ease into this like with some chapstick and then some lip gloss and maybe another, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that dark. It's beautiful. However, if you put it on lightly, it can look a little bit similar to this color that I'm wearing, but when you put it on full on, the way you'd put on another lipstick, it's going to be almost that dark. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Again, I think this is another lip color that would look really well on any skin tone. From the fairest to the lightest, I really, really love it. I think it's beautiful, and it continues to be a fave nearly 15-ish plus or minus years after the fact that I first tried it. So that is all I have for you guys today. I am, again, sorry that it took so long for me to get this video to you, but I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we share some of the same favorites. If we do, comment below. And if we don't, comment below and let me know what your favorites are. I would love to hear from you because I'm always looking to try new things that maybe I've never heard of before, or maybe they're things I have heard of before and maybe you have a great new way of how to wear them. So I would love to hear from you on that. And I am working on filming probably 4 or 5 videos in the next couple of days so that I have them to get uploaded for you so that I can be much more organized and on track for 2013. So thanks again so much for watching, guys, and I hope that you're having a good day. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.